Hi, I'm back. I have a project for you today that you can do at home. This is a project about fractions. So I have an orange here that I'm going to use to show you what a fraction is. Fraction means broken. And so a fraction is just something that is broken apart. It's a piece of something else. So when we have this orange here, we have a whole orange. If you've used the golden bead material in class, that would be similar to the unit. It's a whole thing, and it's one. So we have one whole orange. Now, if I cut this orange into two equal parts, equal meaning that they're the same. If we were to share, it would be fair. Your piece and my piece would be the same. Now we have two halves. We've cut it in half. So it's still one orange. It's not two oranges, it's two pieces. And so this is a fraction. This is a fraction of our orange, it's half. And when we put together, it makes one whole. So we can use paper to make fractions, and we can make a really beautiful artwork with that, and that's what I have for you today. Let's see. I have my tray here. This orange smells really good. I'm going to move it. I'm not tempted to eat it right now. All right, on my tray I have some paper, different colors, a glue stick, scissors, marker, and then I have, this is a lid that I had, and it has a little knob so I can hold on to it. I'm going to use this, but if you don't have a lid like that, you could also use the lid of a jar. This one's from a mason jar. Anything circular that you can trace will work. All right, so let's set up my materials here. We'll use orange just like our orange. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to trace a circle. So now I have one hole, just like my orange, except this is flat. The orange is a sphere, this is a circle. And now I'm going to cut this out. It helps to turn the paper when you cut. That way you don't have to move your scissors hand. You just have to open and close the scissors while you turn the paper. Okay, so now I have one hole. If I want to make halves, just like I did with my orange, I can just fold it in half. And now I see the line right there. I can cut on that line. Now I have two halves that make one whole. One half, one half. And I'm going to make a lot of these. Well, maybe like 3 circles that I can cut in half. So again, I've made a circle, and this time, when I cut it out, I'm going fast, but you might go slow, and that's okay. Slower is usually better, because you can really take your time and be careful. I can fold it in half. Now what if I fold it in half again? Okay, I have a smaller piece. So let's see what happens when I open this up. Do you see the lines? With the half, there was 1, 2 pieces when we made halves. Let's count the pieces that we see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have my whole and I've turned it into 4 fractions, 4 pieces. So if I cut right on those lines, oops. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And these are smaller. I can still put it together to make one whole. So I'm going to make more of those with blue paper. I'm going to make those later before I do the art to show you. Okay, I'm going to take a different color paper, and you probably know the drill by now. We are going to trace our circle. And just cut it out. The dogs have been really hyper today. They've been running back and forth from the living room to the deck all day. I think it's the nice weather. Okay. So now I'm going to fold it in half one time. Now I'm going to fold it in half again like we did when we made the fourths, when we had 4 pieces. Now I'm going to fold it in half one more time. And I get an even smaller piece. Let's see how many there are when we open it up. Okay, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces. When we have 8 pieces to make the whole, we call it eighths. So it's one whole. You can think of the orange, you can think of a pizza, and it's cut or broken into 8 pieces. So now we need to be really careful when we're cutting on these lines. Just go straight. Let's see what these pieces look like all together. It does not have to be perfect. Mine will not be, and that's okay. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. We slide them together. It makes the whole. Each one of these is called an eighth. Like 8, but you just say th at the end. So we have our whole, which looks like this. And when we break our whole into 2, it becomes halves. We have, here we have another whole, one whole, and when we break this into 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the same size, it becomes fourths. And this one is the whole that we broke into 8 pieces, and these fractions are called eighths. So I'm going to make some more of these, and when we come back, I'm going to show you how you can use them to make a really cool art project. Okay, see you in a bit.